You're listening to
Catholic Sprouts,
the daily podcast for Catholic kids that strives to plant seeds of faith. Hey there, Sprouts. Today is Thursday, August 23rd, and it is also the feast of St. Rose of Lima. This week on the Catholic Sprouts podcast, we have been talking about our beloved Mother in Heaven, Mary. But unlike last week, we've been talking about things that Mary has been busy doing since she went up into heaven. First, we talked about why it is okay and even good to pray to Mary. Then we talked about the Rosary, one of the most beautiful prayers that we have as Catholics. Yesterday, we started talking about Marian apparitions. We started by talking about Our Lady of Guadalupe and the time that she appeared to the peasant Juan Diego. Today, we're going to talk about something that happened a little bit more recently. We are going to talk about the time that Mary appeared to Saint Bernadette in Lourdes, France. Just over 150 years ago, a little sick peasant girl was picking firewood near her family's home, when all of a sudden she heard a wind and looked up, and in a little hole in the rock saw a beautiful lady. The lady had a white veil and a blue sash around her waist. She had a yellow or a golden rose on each foot, and she asked Bernadette to kneel down and pray the rosary with her. Bernadette agreed. Now, this lady went on to appear to Bernadette 18 times. It became a little bit of a spectacle after a while, and for a long time during the appearances, the lady refused to tell Bernadette what her name was. Finally, when Bernadette begged and was under extreme pressure from the officials in her town, the lady agreed and said that her name was the Immaculate Conception. She said, "I am the Immaculate Conception." Bernadette was so young and so sick that she hadn't actually been very well formed in her faith. She reported these words back to her local priest, and he was amazed. It was not doctrine in the church at this time that Mary had been conceived without sin, and yet Mary came down from heaven herself and gave Bernadette this revelation. But that's not the only legacy from Lourdes. What we know Lourdes for the most these days are for miraculous healings. In one of the last apparitions, Mary instructed Bernadette to go to a certain place and dig. And she found water after she dug. After she left, a great spring sprung up there. And the water in Lourdes that sprung up after Mary directed Bernadette to dig has been attributed to many, many healings. People from all over the world come to Lourdes to bathe in the water, to prayerfully enter into this miraculous water and beg our Blessed Mother for healing. If you go to Lourdes today, you can still bathe in the baths. Directly across from the shrine where you can bathe is a huge hospital where sick people from around the world come seeking a miracle. If you walk the streets of Lourdes, you will find abandoned wheelchairs and crutches for those that have come to Lourdes and have been healed. So today, here is my challenge for you, Sprouts. I would like you to pray to our Blessed Mother and ask for healing for someone that you know that is sick. Maybe they're in the hospital, maybe they have a mental illness, maybe it's a woman that's carrying a baby. But whatever it is, Mary cares about us. She cares that we are healthy and that we are able to live our lives well. So approach Mary in prayer and ask for the healing of someone that you know. That's it for Catholic Sprouts today. We'll be back tomorrow, but until then, continue to grow in your faith and truly sprout into the beautiful creation that God intended you to be. just one more thing, Sprouts. If you would like to continue to learn about your amazing Catholic faith at home or in school, I encourage you to download and use a set of free Catholic coloring pages. There's one for each letter of the alphabet, and you'll find them at DoSmallThingsWithLove /coloring.